sliding into the chair just in time as always. Good morning, and we're live. It's your favorite truck driver in the whole wide world, Bitcoin Ben, here for the morning. What the pluck is going on in cryptocurrencies? My friends and my lady friends, let me bring on my favorite guy in the whole world. He's got the best hair, the best smile, and is actually right now the world record holder for the longest living human being on the planet, Patrick Condon.
Oh,
good morning, Patrick.
You're too kind. Yeah. Thanks for that. I appreciate it.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Good. How is it in St. Louis, Mo?
It's a brisk 56 this morning. Sunny. No humidity, really. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
No, here in Florida, right before the end of the world, apparently, it's sunny. It's about 77 degrees. The swimming pool's about 74. The hot tub's adjustable, so that can be any temperature. And apparently we're all going to die in about 2 days.
Well, so, you're king of the hill then.
Yeah.
You're going out on top.
It's the locals who have lived here for a while. No one gives. They're like, this ain't even a category 3. Get out of here. You know, we get rain like this at least once an hour, once a day. And they are now the newbies. Oh, they're all freaking out. You would think Florida's about to become an island.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. I mean, people overreact. We went to Costco on Saturday, and everyone and their brother had like 20 things of water. They ran out of water before we got there. And it is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, number one, do we got beer? I mean, is there alcohol left? And everyone's like, oh, yeah, we got plenty of alcohol. I said, we'll be fine.
Get your priorities straight, people.
Plus, I look at it like this. The Irish have lived off of alcohol for generations. You don't see Irish people drinking water.
No. Well, what was the comment that W.C. Fields said? Don't drink water, fish fucking it.
Yeah. Hey, he ain't wrong.
No, he's not. He's not.
All right, now, as you guys know, this is Security Monday. It's been a wild weekend, folks. We have, and I've been doing some research, and I've actually been calling a few friends at exchanges, trying to get some advice on like, hey, we got people, pretending to be, this is a story. We had someone calling around pretending to be my wife. Hey, this is Kelly. We're here to, update your laptop.
Yeah, we want to move you from Windows 10 to Windows 11.
right, on a Saturday and on a Sunday. I'll tell you one thing. My wife avoids her laptop like the plague on weekends.
I don't blame her.
So,
Hey, I got an echo.
You sound all right to me.
Yeah, I'm echoing no on the broadcast. Just an FYI.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see which one controls this one.
You got your new setup.
I do. I have remotes everywhere. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Look at that.
All right. Better. Yes, that's it. The point that you were making is that we had somebody calling up over the weekend saying that she was Kelly, that she was helping us out because supposedly we were out of town. And she wanted to upgrade folks from Windows, the older laptops from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And she would use a Zoom call or anydesk.com in order to get a hold of somebody's laptop, take control, steal their shit. Never give up control of your laptop. We will not call you. We do not monitor laptops. We will not call you and say, hey, you have to do this upgrade. As a matter of fact, most of you have heard me say no upgrades from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And we don't do that. We can't monitor your laptop. If we did,
no, we have no access to your laptop.
We would be in violation of what the spirit of what we're doing would be. It's your laptop. It's your bank. We want nothing to do with it after it's in your hands. It's on you.
Never. I don't care if they claim to be me and they sound like me. I don't even care if it is me.
Robert asked a question about
let me have access to your laptop. Never let in. I don't care if it's your mother. Never let anybody have access to your laptops. Now, we had a question on here. How did the caller get the phone numbers? That's the research I've been doing. According to my friends at exchanges, if they've got your name and their email, there's 150 websites on the dark web that links names, websites, and telephone numbers. So they're not getting the telephone numbers from us. If they have your name or your email address, they can get your telephone number from publicly available sites where one of the big ones was at I think it was Costco or like Bed Bath and Beyond or something. Someone had a big hack and it linked emails with cell phone numbers because apparently they text out like coupons or something. And as soon your cell phone number is out there, linked with your name, linked with your email address. All they need is your name, even your YouTube channel is linked with your Gmail. All right? And apparently that's why a lot of these people who are getting hit have Gmail, because
that's odd that you say that. I was talking with a gentleman out of Texas this weekend, and he had said, I got in touch with him and said, hey, we got a hacker running around. He came back and said a lot of his friends have been hacked of late. And I asked him, do they have Gmail accounts? And he said, every one of them. Every one of them. Now, just so everybody knows what we have here, our information is protected with a 2FA, and I'm the only one that has that. So they're not getting in to see what your information is in our quote unquote system. It's web-based,
We've
but
checked our system. There is no holes in it at all. And like I said, if they know your name, they can get your cell phone number in less than a minute.
And
We've all seen like the reverse lookups and all that online when you can type in a telephone number or a name or an email, and it will research all of your online, even on the deep web. Now, give us a few weeks, and we are going to be offering a product that helps with that. I've been doing research on our new product and how we're going to roll this out. One of the options with our new product is it eliminates most of your public presence on the internet. CALIX Solutions has been, especially Patrick, he's been on this since the word go, is security, 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 and by the way, security. And this new product we're putting out is not only a great product, we prepared it so that when you get it, you can literally erase yourself from the internet. Now, it is a service, but it erases you mostly off the internet. Not 100% if you're on like Facebook and all the garbage places. But it's so that product and that service will be available from CALIX, or the product will, but the service is a separate entity that we've actually found, and I've reached out and I've read reviews, and it's good stuff. No, it's not a VPN, although the product will have that available too. But enough hinting about the future product.
Let's talk about now. So,
Patrick, what are you seeing and what are your recommendations here, brother?
Well, obviously, this is as a form of hacking. It's referred to as phishing. They're not getting into your laptop unless you give them access. Do we want to stop them from?
And I hate to jump in. You're not getting hacked. You're getting scammed. Getting hacked is you not participating in it. Getting scammed is you let them in. It's the equivalent of letting someone in your house and then they rob you, because they can't be charged with breaking and entering, but they can be charged with robbery, where if they break into your house it's breaking and entering. If you let them in, it's not breaking and entering. It's just robbery. And so you're not getting hacked. You're getting robbed,
Right.
scammed. There's a big difference.
Robert had posted something about a dark web security solution. It's called Jumbo. There are several like it, but and it's adequate. It's detection. It identifies that it determines that you've been identified as being on the dark web. We're all on the dark web. I don't care who you are. Everybody's on the dark web. Now, it's just a matter of how much information they have, how can they triangulate, and how do they get to you. Ultimately, detecting your presence on the dark web, it's disconcerting, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be tapped. What it comes down to is your personal behavior when that time comes. Do you have something like LifeLock? Do you have something like Norton's solution that identifies that somebody's opened up a loan application in your name, or that your identity is being stolen in one form or fashion? That's one thing. The other is when they call you and they say they're from Microsoft, they're from US Bank, they're from CALIX Solutions. You're going to have to run the scenario through your head and practice your response to that. And it's a simple 8-letter word: bullshit. You can string them out. You can be much kinder about it than I am, but ultimately that's what it distills to. You're going to recognize it for what it is. Your gut's going to tell you this is wrong. And I've talked to a number of people that have been scammed over the weekend, and they have said there were a number of indicators. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Yet they're very persuasive. They are. They make a living doing this. They make a very good living doing this. But ultimately, it comes down to your bullshit detector being on high alert and your ability to cut them off at the knees immediately. So,
Yeah, and just a heads up, we have disabled the Telegram channel where no one can post. That channel is dead. We're waiting for Telegraph to allow us to delete it. They're not even allowing us to end the channel. They say there's too many people in it. And we're the administrators. So we have to reach out to their service department to see if they'll let us delete our own Telegram channel, because Telegram is a cesspool. It is a cesspool. And so I will not be posting anything on Telegram ever again, because I can't trust it. I can't trust my friends using it. I can't trust our clients using it. And that's why from here on out, the only way I am communicating with anybody is on Patreon and CALIX Solutions website. If you want to get a hold of me, come to my Patreon channel. It's $5 a month. If your question or your concern isn't worth $5, then I probably don't want to hear it anyway.
I want to reiterate something. I've been saying this since Jump Street. Telegram and Reddit are both viper pits. And I know somebody's going to get pissed off at this one, but when support groups for various cryptocurrencies started using either of those for their means of communicating to people, I was appalled. Just because of the people that were lurking in the background. Fortunately, most of them have corrected that behavior, and they're not using Telegram anymore as their support. To that point, I want to correct something. Last week, I gave out a couple of email addresses for Divi support, and I was asked not to do that, even though when I got it, I was told this is the email address you give people when they ask about Divi support. So a correction to that point is that you would go to support.diviproject.org. They have a page now on their website, and you will get a ticket number. This is the way that support should be run, and they're acting accordingly. Anyway, if you have any issues, get a hold of them at support.diviproject.org.
All right. Marshall Robertson says, have an email exodus saying wallet was compromised.
Right. 90,000. Yeah, 90,000 accounts have been compromised. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Exodus Wallet does not ask for your email.
Yeah,
it doesn't have your email. They don't have your email.
And what did they say? They said you have to go out there and create a new PIN number.
Yeah.
There's no PIN number for Exodus.
No, there's a password, but there's no PIN numbers on Exodus. Yeah. This is how early we are, and this is how important these laptops we make are. If you don't let them in, they can't get in our laptops. They can't.
That's why they're taking this route.
It's impossible. It's impossible to get into our laptops without you letting them in. That's why they have to call you. That's why they have to search your name, your email, get your telephone number, pretend to have our number, and then call you and then sweet talk you. Because our laptops, no. If you don't give out your information, they got nothing. They hate our laptops.
Regarding the phone number that's coming through, there's software applications that allow the hackers to mask their phone number and put in an alias phone number. And that's why you're seeing 702-845-8276. If you don't answer it, they won't leave a message, because if they left a message, it would tag their real phone number, and then you'd have them. So they hang up. Now, when you call that number back, it puts you right to us, because there's no way that they can jump the line and take that call. But that's...
And let me say this. And Patrick, we might want to write this down as going forward. If Patrick ever does call you, I think it's a good idea is if you actually call him first. like, hey, would you give me a call or whatever? That Patrick says, hey, this is Patrick from CALIX. Give me a call back on our number. That doesn't mean the hit redial or anything like that. Call us back on our number. That way they can't spoof that. Because it's
yeah. I've called a couple of people over the weekend, and I will be calling a couple of people this week. And I will leave a message. That's the difference. I'll leave a message.
Yeah.
The hackers won't.
Yep. And do not just hit redial on your phone. Go to your contacts, find CALIX Solutions, or just dial 702-845-8276. They can't fake that. It's
any questions? Any questions anytime. Do not feel foolish for calling, especially if you get a call. If you get a call and somebody's making you feel a little hinky about what's going on, you think it's sketchy, kill it, like Ben, kill it and call me. I may not answer right away, but do not go back to that call until you and I have a conversation.
Or send us an email at CALIX Solutions.
info@calixsolutions.io.
Yes. Yep. And it's me now, mind you, this yesterday I was pissed because now they're fucking with my wife's name. All right. You can fuck with me all day long. That's fine. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But you start bringing my wife into it, that's a whole nother thing. Because that's my family. You want to see a crypto guy put up $100,000 reward to find you? Fuck with me again. Fuck with my wife again. See how quickly I put a bounty on your fucking head.
You know what's funny is yesterday.
And I got hacker friends. If I put a $10,000 fucking bounty on some hacker's head, I'll have it in 15 fucking minutes. I'll know your address. I'll know your fucking address. I'll have a picture of you. I'll have a screenshot of you jacking off to Pornhub. Fuck with me again. Because you can mess with me, but don't even think about messing with my wife.
I need mind bleach.
Because I will put a bounty out for you, and I don't call the cops. I like to drive or fly wherever in the world I got to. You ain't seen a psychopath until you've seen somebody mess with my family. So, on that, road trip. Road trip with a baseball bat.
Yeah, this was funny. On Saturday, one guy gets a call. He doesn't answer it because he knows what's going on. On Sunday, she calls back. And he answers the call. And he says, Kelly, you know why I couldn't talk to you yesterday? My wife was sitting right next to me. Does Ben know you and I have a thing going on? And she got so pissed off at him. She hung up on his ass. Now, imagine the Stones here. We have somebody who gets upset about the fact that her sluttiness is being called into question, yet she'll steal anything she possibly can from your crypto wallet. Wait, the friggin' incongruity here is just astounding. You know, I think he's just,
Yeah. Morality kicks in.
Yeah.
I'll
Virtual
rob
signaling.
from you, but how dare you claim me to be a cheater?
Yeah, she starts virtual signaling over the fact that she gets called out.
It's probably some woke bitch. You'll be like, ah!
Oh yeah. I'm doing this for Black Lives Matter.
Yeah. I hope someday I get a phone call. Because I'm going to fuck with them. I'm going to be like, look, I only deal with big black women. All right. Do you have a big black woman on staff? Because, Black Lives Matter. And I'm just going to rail into everything.
Well, anyway.
Hang on one second. It is time for a word from our sponsor.
All right.
Are you buying and selling cryptos on the same laptop that you're using to browse the internet, read your email, and visit social media sites? If so, you're exposing your cryptos to theft. Whenever you're online, you're at risk of getting hacked and having your identity stolen. How would you feel if someone stole all of your cryptos? What would that do to your finances? Guard your cryptos with a safe and secure laptop from CALIX Solutions. Each laptop is set up just for you and your cryptos, and then we walk you through exactly how it works. Don't risk the security of your cryptos. Order a crypto laptop from CALIX Solutions now to secure your crypto future. Learn more at calixsolutions.io.
All righty. Operators named Patrick are standing by. 702-845-8276. Give them a call or email them at info@calixsolutions.io. Now, let's talk about cryptos. The global economy, the Federal Reserve has thrown not one wrench, not two wrenches, a wrench factory into the global economic system. We have the pound sterling right now is getting destroyed as we speak. Bloomberg, Fox, every financial channel you switch on right now, all they're talking about is the pound sterling because it is getting demolished against the dollar. And it's because the government over there has announced that they're going to do, that they're going to print more money so they can pay for fuel for their residents so they don't freeze to death this winter. The amount of money they're talking about creating and giving to the EU and other countries is oogly. And everything's getting hit hard with it.
Why don't they just burn the money?
Well, if it wasn't, because most of it ain't cash, it's just digital. They can't burn digital dollars anymore.
What digital dollars are you creating?
There's only 23 likes. Oh, hell no. Hit like and subscribe and notification so you get notified when this show goes live. Every morning, 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, we go live. Be there or pluck off. Because if you're not there, you don't know what's going on in the crypto world.
And it's that much less fun.
Yeah. So, Hadrian, you worked at the Federal Reserve.
I did.
So, Hadrian, you lived inside the beast for a little over a year.
Oh, no. That was 8 years.
You worked there for 8 years?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of shape is our economy in? And do you see it improving, or do you see us going off of a, oh shit, Thelma and Louise style cliff?
Yeah, it definitely is going to be over the cliff. They're having trouble identifying the fact that we're dealing with inflation and a reluctance to accept that we're contending with a recession. The notion of stagflation is beyond daunting for the economists and their willingness to accept the truth for what it is. So the concept of a depression is something that they would never even consider, even though we're moving in that direction at the speed of light. This is not going to end well. I can't tell you how many times I've heard farmers, I've heard other folks saying, we're not going to be able to put food on the tables. We don't have what it needs. China's refusing to export any fertilizer. Russia's having trouble getting it out the door. And the U.S. isn't doing anything about filling that gap. So we're going to have problems when it comes to creating food, let alone delivering it, because of a diminished supply of diesel fuel, not only for the farmers to haul it out and harvest it from the fields, but also for the truckers to get it from the farms to the manufacturing facilities, and then from the manufacturing facilities to the stores. So if you haven't been preparing
have you seen the price of diesel?
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people just look at the price of regular gasoline.
No.
The price of diesel is ridiculous. It is kicking the hell out of the supply chain.
Right. So you have an inflated price of diesel. You have a diminishing presence of fertilizer. Seed is available, but its cost has gone up dramatically. Herbicides are 4 times the price that they were over a year ago. I mean, shit, I went and got some glyphosate for the farm, and what was a $30 container for 2.5 gallons is now $110.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So,
and just imagine if you had 400, 500 acres worth of land you're spraying.
Yeah. It's nuts.
Oh, wow. 108 for a pound British, and it's falling fast. Let's just to put this in relation. Last week it was 129.
Yeah. Historically, it's been about 140 something.
Yeah. And and we have a reason here from Robert Dunn, reporting live from wherever he's at. New UK PM is cutting taxes who offset crazy high energy inflation. That will produce higher deficits, more money printing, lower interest rates of UK government bonds, aka weaker pound USD. Absolutely. And these other countries are getting demolished. And we had another comment here from Chris. My gut tells me the Fed will reverse the rising rates beginning next year once they realize that the people can't afford to pay mortgage rates. If they even flinch, like they're gonna roll the rates down or even slow the increase down,
The markets.
you're gonna see inflation we are talking Weimar Republic looking inflation. Because if they even talk about printing money or quantitative easing, my friends, you're going to see the bond market go to garbage.
Negative.
And you will see things like Bitcoin, the stock market, anything of value is going to skyrocket. And my friends, I don't know if you've noticed, with everything dropping, they can't get the Bitcoin under 19,000 for any substantial amount of time. They push it down, it pops right back up above 19, then moves towards 20. This is great for people who own Bitcoin, because anytime they push it under 18, grab some. See if you can get some, because it will pop right back up over 19. And the volumes, I was on CoinMarketCap earlier. The 24-hour volume was up 64%. That's how much volume they had to create just to push it down. What, $9,000? Or no, $900. Oh my God, $900. Because it was at like 19.9, and this morning, whenever they hit it, they had to use 63% more volume to push it down $1,000. They're in trouble. They know it. And they know Bitcoin, they can't budget. They can't get it away from that 19, 20, 21 range. They can't push it any lower. The hodlers and the daily volume won't allow it. Just the daily normal usage of Bitcoin will not allow them to push it that far anymore, because people are using the Bitcoin for everyday business. And that volumes, that amount of coin moving is not allowing them to sell with enough pressure to drop it hard. I don't know what else that he goes, they are throwing futures at it. They're throwing everything. Now, they are kicking the shit out of gold and silver because gold and silver does not have a blockchain. It doesn't have an honest representation of value. The Bitcoin blockchain is an honest representation of value. With gold and silver, they can push gold and silver down to zero, but they cannot push the blockchain down to zero. They can't push the Bitcoin to zero. They can't push it and hold it under 19 for more than 3 hours. And they're throwing futures, they're throwing derivatives, they're throwing what the hell's the name of that technique?
Arbitrage?
No, it's where they say they want to sell 100 Bitcoin at like a lower price. But as soon as you try to buy it, they cancel the sell. It's there's a term for it. I can't remember the term. It's basically like a yes, spoofing. Price spoofing. But they can't push it down. And cryptos are just the Federal Reserve's in deep trouble. The global monetary system is in deep trouble. But they want to collapse, but they want a controlled collapse with no lifeboats. What they're getting is a collapse with a lifeboat of cryptos. They don't want people moving into cryptos. That's why every show you watch, crypto's bad, Bitcoin bad, Jamie Dimon, Bitcoin bad, but I'm buying the hell out of them. See, just
last time he did this,
isn't that illegal?
I don't think so in that fashion. What he did was about a year and a half, 2 years ago, when he went off on another one of these crypto rants where he was talking about how bad Bitcoin is. And it seemed to me that his effort was to depress the price. But ultimately, a week later, his trading desk in Amsterdam went out and bought just under $150 million in Bitcoin. So you can only do that once, right? I mean, your credibility is shot after that as a prognosticator of anything. And if you're screaming that the earth is coming to an end and it doesn't come to an end, then I'm not listening to you the next time. So
yeah, and last Wednesday, he went all over the major channels and was like, Bitcoin is a decentralized Ponzi scheme.
Yeah,
but
which he's bought
now,
into.
mind you, Jamie Dimon is the CEO of JP Morgan, right?
Yeah.
JP Morgan has 400 people at JP Morgan working on cryptocurrency projects that include Bitcoin. J.P. Morgan, not 6 months ago, announced that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies were more attractive than real estate as a long-term investment.
That's funny. Well, back when he did that rant 2 years ago, part of it was, if I find any employee of JP Morgan is involved in cryptocurrency, I'll fire him on the spot. He's got 400 people working in the department. You disingenuous prick.
And yes, Robert, you are correct. JP Morgan just announced not 3 weeks ago that their clients will be able to hold Bitcoin and cryptos in their banks soon. They're working with NYDIG, which is a friend of friggin' Michael Saylor's. It's all about, they don't want the general public knowing it. So all of us in cryptos who watch crypto news and read crypto news and live, eat, and breathe crypto, we know about this. But the average Joe just watches, CNN or CNBC or Bloomberg. All they've heard is Bitcoin's bad, Bitcoin's dropping, Bitcoin's this. But at the same time, Wall Street is eating Bitcoin up and launching products and services for Bitcoin and buying the hell out of it. Because they know it's a lifeboat. They know it's the next system that humans are going to adopt. And they know. Why do you think, right, JP Morgan, all these other banks in the early internet days, they initially had what were called intranets. They scrapped intranets for the internet once they realized that, like, what it was. But they and the original CEO of, and that's what I'm talking about on Patreon today, is there's an investment fund out there. It's called Revolution. It's the original creator of AOL. Wait till we talk about this son of a bitch and what they're building with this Revolution Venture Capital Fund. My friends, they are building the prison as we speak. And it is ugly. They are investing in companies that are pure anti-freedom. And they are pouring money into it like you wouldn't believe. That's on Patreon, which, Patrick, we got about 1 minute. Let's, what's your exiting advice for security, and how can people get a hold of us at CALIX and get a laptop and get your stuff safe?
Advice is, you get a call from somebody saying they're CALIX and they want to help you with your laptop. It's a lie. Never give out your information. Never give up control of your crypto laptop. At no time does anybody gain access to your stuff. It's your bank. That's the one way that they're going to steal it. You need to get in touch with us. And that means for anything. You have any questions, you got a call, somebody says they're from CALIX, send us an email or call us just to verify that it is a scam, it's not us, reassurance, whatever it is that you need, do that before you engage in a conversation. The number is 702-845-8276. Email address is info@calixsolutions.io. Don't give up your stuff.
And another service we just launched is personal consulting. If you want a half hour or an hour call with me or Patrick, there's a link under the video. You can click either his link or my link and schedule a one-on-one Zoom call with either one of us, a half hour or an hour. Links are under the video. I am jumping over on Patreon. Patrick's got a bunch of work I know he's got to wrap up. And I will be over on Patreon. And my friends, you're about to hear a rant of how these sons of bitches are using our own 401k money against us with these ESGs or I'll have the term over on Patreon. They're screwing us, folks. There's a link to the Patreon right under here. See you guys for the rant on Patreon. Patrick, love you, brother.
Love you. Adios.
Yep.
Be safe.
See you guys. Yep. See you on Patreon, or I'll see you tomorrow morning. Everyone, love you guys.